Hey everybody, it is Brian with Brian Lane Designs, and have you ever made a bow and used your fluff box, if you have one, to fluff out your bow? If you haven't, you're really missing out. Stay tuned for this video, and we are going to use this fluff box, and we're going to show you how amazing your bows will turn out every time with using a fluff box. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Brian Lane Designs. I'm Brian, and today we are going to be doing part 2 of our bow making video, and we are going to be using the Fluff Box, which is this box right here. It is a very sturdy box. I bought mine from Provo the Hand. You can make your own if you want. There's all kinds of ways to make a fluff box as long as you have a sturdy box that is pretty substantial in weight, something that would just hold down while you are pulling and working on fluffing your bows. Okay, so you are going to just tie your bow onto this box, and then you will fluff it and put it in place and do what you want with your bow. Okay, so they really do, for me, make a difference because I cannot, believe it or not, I cannot hold a bow in my hand and start, finagling it and working with it and fluffing it in my hand. I just can't. I don't know what it is, but my brain just doesn't work that way. The bow has to be on something that's holding it in place for me to fluff it. I usually do that on a wreath, but if I'm just making a bow for someone, I will typically use the Fluff Box. So let's go ahead and show you how I use and how you can use the Fluff Box. Okay, so I'm going to lower the camera so we get a good view up here, or down here rather. I think that'll work. Yeah, so let's zoom in just a little bit. Get a little closer. Okay, let's go down a little farther just to get you in here. Good. I want you to have a good view. And so there we go. Okay, so if you watch the other video that I did, the one before this one, it shows how I made this bow. This is a really pretty Easter bow. And so what you're going to do is the Fluff Box comes with it comes with this little tack and this little corkscrew thing here, and they're marked. So you will use the hammer and hammer that in, and then you're just going to twist this in yourself with your hand, okay, and where that X is marked. So this bow that I'm using doesn't really have a top or bottom, so it doesn't matter which way it goes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my wire here. We're going to slide it up underneath that loop, and we are going to come down here to our little thumbtack, or our little nail here, and we're just going to use our wire and wire it there. Okay, just to hold it in place for us. All right, so now your bow is connected to this box, and you are able to fluff it and put the loops wherever you want them. Okay, I always start with the bottom part. Okay, so I am going to go ahead now. Like I showed in the previous video how I made this bow, I already pretty much have everything in place where I want it. I do that when I'm making the bow to just to make it easier whenever you are fluffing out your bow. So what I like to do is come across and just kind of run my hands up underneath like that, so the ribbon will kind of puff out it'll puff out and it'll just lay, okay? And then I am going to do the same thing over here with this one. I can pull it up and it's not going anywhere. And I'm going to take this And I'm just going to pull it this way because I want this one up here. And so I can keep my bow, my loops and everything really nice like that. Okay. And so there we have those. So here's the other loop that we have. This is I used 4 loops with this. So I am going to, I think I did 4. Yeah, there's 4 loops with this one. So I'm going to come over here on this side and I'm going to pull this up here. We're working with this, we're working on the bottom side right now. And this is our tail, and we're going to put it there. And again, this is our other loop. And I'm going to put it right here. And this loop is going to, this tail is going to come to the side over here. And then we have our loop here. And this loop is going to go here. So now I will admit I am not good at putting tails and loops where they need to go. So, you know, I'm just showing you how to use how to make the bow and how to use the bow maker. So you can watch other videos online if you want to see how to use the Fluff Box, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that I know that does use it. So, and they know how to make, I think they call these like funky bows. This would be like a version of a funky bow, I think. So I'm not really sure. So, but I'm just, you know, I don't really worry about it anymore like I used to, because it used to drive me crazy. I just make a bow and call it a day. All right, so here is our bottom part. Our bottom part is done. And we are moving in now to our next layer, okay, which is the little bunny rabbits. So again, I'm going to put this loop is going to go right there. So you can see, you know, it shows your little bunny rabbits nicely. So, and then this tail is going to come out over here on this side. Okay. And then we've got this loop right here. And we are going to, again, I'm going to hold this tail and we're going to put this one here. And so this loop is going there. And this loop, I'm going to hold onto this piece. And actually, yeah, let's get all this out of our way here. Yeah. So we're going to hold on to this loop and we're going to bring this one around. Okay. So, and you're gonna flatten your loops on the bottom as you are working, but that's okay. Once you get everything in place, you can go through and open them up, and I'll show you how to do that. So, so we've got that one there, and our tail is coming out here. We've got that one coming in between there. This one is here. That one is there. And then we've got our loop here. Let me make sure that I'm staying in camera. Sorry. Yeah. So we've got our loop here, and our tail is going to be coming out on this side to match the tail on that side over here. And this is up here. This loop is going to be up here. And we have this tail coming over to this side. Okay. So there, we have those. So now I need to turn this back around where I had it. Okay. Now we're going to go with our pink. We went next with our pink ribbon. So here is a here we have a loop, a tail, and here we have a loop. So I am going to just bring this down here. This tail is going to go there. This loop is going to come here in this part, in between these two loops. And then we have this tail, which is going to come right. This was the one that we put in on top. So yeah. So this one we're going to put right here. And this loop is going to come right there in between that one. We have this tail and this loop at the top. Or it don't have to be the top, because there is no top or bottom to this with the way this, because there's no long tails. So so this is back to the side that we started with, okay? So there are those. And I just need to make sure that we're staying in camera. So, okay. So now, again, I'm just going to, keep this bottom part fluffed, the very bottom. Now our next ribbon that we used is the ribbon with, it is the Easter egg ribbon. So this one, we have our tail here. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. So here's a tail, here's a loop. So we're going to put this right there. This is going to go here. And so we have a loop and a tail there. We're going to have a loop and a tail here. It does get a little confusing when you start getting into a lot of tails, like I added in, and loops and stuff like that. There's a lot going on here. So, the less you use, the easier it is. I do know that. So, but, just keeping all of this to where you can see everything, and it starts to confuse. It's very easy to get confused with this, okay? So, now we are going to take this one. We have our loop and tail here, and we have a tail there, and we have a tail here. So we're going to put this there. This tail is going to come there. Again, just keeping everything as much in line as you can. Like this goes over here. Like that. This goes up here. So when you're done with this, you're just, with the way this one was made, is you're just sure to have like a full bow all the way around, okay? So that is what we will have with this. And you can fluff and play with this all day long. The more you work at it, the more it'll drive you crazy. Or with me anyway, that's how it is. So, let's get all of this bottom part. It's the bottom that typically gives me more trouble, because the more you move it around and everything, it wants to move the bottom around too. The loops and the tails and stuff on the bottom, they want to move with you. So it's just, a matter of keeping those in line. Okay, I think this is good. I think we have a really nice bow on our hands here. So, all right, let's turn it around so you guys, I'm just going to spin it around for you so you can get a really good look and see how pretty this is all the way around. So here it is. You can see it like that. It just makes a really nice, fun, fluffy bow. All the way around. You can see, you got your tails coming out and you've got your loops and everything, and the bow, I highly suggest you to go to the video before this one and watch how I made this bow on the bow maker, and you will see it'll explain things a lot better. And but with the loops and the tails and everything, by using so much ribbon, I didn't have to use, as many loops. I was able to just lay the ribbon in there and make tails with it. So, yeah. This, or zoom out, zoom back out, and I'm going to lower down, or I'm sorry, go up. So we can say goodbye. So, all right, let's go up a little bit more. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial of using this bow maker. And if you want the bow maker, I know you can get it on Amazon, or you can go to probothehand.com and get it there, I'm pretty sure, along with the 4-in-1. And there are lots of videos online. If you just put in Probo the Hand, that will come up a lot of bow recipes and stuff like that. So, but like I said, you can use your own bow maker, whatever kind you prefer. It is a personal preference. It really doesn't matter. So it's whatever you're used to or that you get used to. So having said that, thank you so much for watching this video with me today. And I will be back next week with another design and another tutorial. So if you haven't followed me, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my YouTube page and giving me some comments and some thumbs up if you like this video. And also, if you would like, you can follow me on my Facebook page at Brian Lane Designs. And over there on my Facebook page, I do a lot of tutorials over there as well. And I also have live sales there. And if you want to purchase any of my products, such as any of this ribbon, if I still have any left, I don't know, it may be sold out by the time you see this, but you can go to www.brianlanedesigns.com and you can purchase this ribbon, or you can download the app under the same name, brianlanedesigns.com, on your Android device or your iPhone and iOS, okay? All right, everyone, take care, and I will see you back here next week on Brian Lane Designs. Bye-bye, everybody.